Hey everybody, this is Willy from Wa Academy, and today, this will be a 30 minutes hybrid training where I talk about, how to actually generate organic sales, all right, instead of depending on Amazon sponsored ads, right? So let me see how many people is, in my training right now. Okay, so right now, right, we are simultaneously streaming into YouTube, streaming into our Facebook page, and also our Facebook group itself, right? So let me just check whether all the groups are, whether our groups is getting the feed, right? So if you're here, you can actually say hi. I'm live right now. Okay, so let me just see whether. Yep, I think we are okay, right? So without further ado, I will share with you. Okay, it's gonna be okay. I think majority of this training over here is going to be recorded, and there's going to be this recording, right? I'll show you how to get organic sales from there. It might be a bit advanced, all right? But of course, you can ask your questions in the comment box below, and I'll answer questions. And if you're watching this from YouTube, right? So please comment. I think on the right, there's this chat that you can comment, all right? If you're on YouTube, comment on the right. If you're on Facebook, then it's below, right? It's below this video itself, right? So let me just share with you this video that I've created a couple of days back about generating organic sales, all right? Hey everybody, so today, right, we'll be talking about, how to get organic sales rather than, running Amazon sponsored ads or PPC. How to get organic sales, right? So in the first place, right, okay, you guys must understand that, in order for you to get sales, right, you must have this, right? So over here, in order for you to get sales, you must have traffic. So it's like, you have a store maybe in the middle of, Orchard Road. Okay, this is your store, right? In the middle of a very busy business district, all right? And the thing is that in order for you to get sales, right, you must have customers coming into your store, right? You must have customers. So the customers are the traffic. Then you have sales from here. You must understand this because there's a lot of people say that, hey, when I run, sponsored ads or when I sell my products on Amazon, there's no sales. Of course, because there's no traffic, or if there's traffic, there's two instances. There's two perspectives to this. Number one is you have traffic, all right, but you don't have sales. Okay, over here, all right. So the other one is you have no traffic. Okay, you have no traffic. Of course, you do not have sales because you have no, customers coming to your store in the first place, right? So let's talk about, the first thing first, okay? You don't have traffic, and that's why you don't have sales, right? So don't have traffic, right? You can actually see this from your Amazon seller account. So whenever we coach our students, right, we actually use our demo store. So this is our demo store. So demo store, of course, there's no sales, there's nothing, right? So over here, where do you see the traffic? Where do you see the traffic? So when you go to, manage inventory, when you go to reports, business reports, right? When you click this, it's actually going to bring you to this page. And over here, you can click on detail page sales and traffic by child item, all right, over here, okay? And you click on this, then you're going to see that you have a few things. Number one, you have sessions and, session percentage whatsoever. You have ASIN, blah, blah, blah. So where do you see the traffic, on this given time range? Okay, this date range, right, is 20th of May, all right, to 19th of June, right? So this 1 month time frame, and you can see that from the sessions over here. All right. So when you're currently, if you're an existing seller, selling on Amazon, and this is where you can actually find your traffic over here. So first thing first, right? If you don't have sales, you got to come here and check this, right? And you're going to see like from day one until now, is there any sessions? If there's no sessions, confirm there's no sales, right? Confirm there's no sales from there because there's nobody going to the store. right? But if there's session in our second scenario over here, if there's sessions, if there's traffic, but there's no sales, then you got to see, you got to ask yourself, how many traffic do I have, right? How many sessions do I have over 1 month, over the last 10 days, over the last 20 days, right? Because some students, right, they say that, hey, I have traffic. Yes, I have traffic, but I have no sales, right? I have no sales. So what does it mean? Traffic over 1 month, right? So how much traffic do you have? Do you have 10 a day? Do you have 20 a day? Or you have 10 a month? All right. 10 a month, is 10 customers going to your store at Orchard Road. And unless your store is super niche and the product is super cheap, like $1, $2, sometimes even $1, $2, right, doesn't mean that you have 10 walk-in customers, you will have sales, right? So this is actually 10 in a month. 10 in a month, of course, no sales because there's no volume in the first place, right? So you must have sizable volume. You must have a proper data over here, right? Proper, traffic every day, consistent traffic every day. Then you can determine whether, is there anything wrong with your conversion, right? So I always advise our student, right, to actually, if you have at least about 100 sessions, okay, over any time range. So let's say, for example, if you have 100 session over 1 month, then you can see whether you have sales or not. Because, out of 100 people who actually go into your store, all right, and nobody buy, that means your store cannot convert. Okay, I repeat that again. Out of 100 people going to your store, right, and out of 100 people, there's not even one sale. That means your store, your listing have conversion issues. So you could actually improve on your conversion, all right, on the conversion itself. Okay, so where to see conversion in the Amazon Seller account is unit session percentage, right? Unit session percentage. So over here, right, normally, for new sellers would be about 5 to 8% conversion, right? Normally about 5 to 8% conversion, right? So the thing is that out of 100 people, right, 5 to 8 people will actually buy from you. Okay, 5 to 8 sessions will buy from you, 5 to 8 people, right? So, how do you actually get organic sales? So remember, how to get organic sales, right? You, in the first place, you must have traffic first. If you do not have traffic, then you don't worry about sales. Because if you have no traffic, there's no sales, okay? So how do you get traffic? So the proper question is, how do you get organic traffic from different sources, right? So first thing first. So let's say, for example, you have a very nice coffee press. Okay, maybe you have this thermoflask, right? I always like to use this example, this thermoflask, right? So you could ask yourself, who are those people? Who are those people who uses this product? Who use this product? All right. And what is their age range? All right. So let's say, for example, in this, this thermoflask over here, who uses them? Normally, those people who actually, outdoor people, right? Outdoor. Okay, number one. Number two, people who like to travel around. Maybe they like to commute. Okay. Or maybe, truckers, right? So you're going to write down, who uses your product in the first place. Okay. So this is who. And age. So age will be, what's the age range of this potential customers who actually use your product. So normally, maybe they are above 35, maybe 20, 35 to maybe 55 or even 65. Right? Maybe, this is pretty a broad age range, 25 to 65 years old, right? So this is actually the age, okay? And normally what they use for, all right? What do they use this product for, right? So maybe some of them use for outdoor, just now I mentioned outdoor. Okay, we go specific, maybe, go for hiking, right? Travel, long distance. Okay, maybe cold area, people work in cold area, for example, right? So the thing is that from here, right, you're able to see how do you want to, market your or rather angle your marketing, right? So what do I mean by that? So normally, right, okay, take this for example, okay, if you're selling this, then I will find, for in our coaching program, right, we always talk about, we find influencers who uses this kind of product, right? So over here, right, okay, for this thermal flask, we'll find influencers who uses them. Okay, those influencers maybe are truckers, for example. Okay, people commute, all right, people travel, people go outdoor. Talks about outdoor hiking, camping, all right, for example. Okay, because their audience, right, is going to follow them. Okay, normally, right, okay, so let's say, for example, we're going to talk about the thermos. Okay, so thermos, right, we're actually maybe hiking. Okay, remember the age range, like 25 to maybe 65. So if you want to go into a specific niche, normally those people will go hiking, right? Okay, majority of them, you got to do some kind of research. Maybe it's like 25 to maybe 40 years old. So you want to target like, 25 to maybe 40 years old, right? Those people go hiking, they have a lot of energy. They like to actually trek, to the wilderness, right? So normally when you do some kind of research, the age range, right, is going to be majority is like 25 to like 40-ish max, around 40-ish, right? So hiking people, okay? And maybe truckers, okay? So from here, right, I'll know that, hey, the first two types of audience I want to go for, the first two types of, audience, right, is 25 to 40 years old. They love hiking. All right, that's one. The other one is truckers. Those people drive trucks, interstate, and they need to actually rely on containers like this for their beverages, for their coffee, and this kind of stuff, right? For the tea or their coffee, majority. Okay, hot water. Okay, so I will look for influencers. All right, I'll look for influencers who are hikers, so over here, right? Okay, I will look for influencers. Okay, who are hikers. Okay, who drive trucks. Right? So, and the thing is that I'll look for these influencers will be 25 to 40 years old, right? So I'll look for hikers, people who drive trucks, okay, to start off with first, okay? So, why do I look for hikers? Why not just like go on Google and type thermal flasks, then just look for people who use them, all right? You can actually go on Google and type who uses thermal flasks. Okay, and they'll tell you that, hey, these people uses thermal flasks, and you can actually find them on social media. You can find them on YouTube, whatsoever, right? So the thing is that, we want to find people who uses your product. We want to find people who uses your product, not people who introduce your product, but they don't really use them. Okay, we want to actually bring our product to their channel, to their content, right? And they will actually, show it to their followers, say that, hey, I'm a hiker. Okay, I hike in the wilderness. I hike in the, in the Grand Canyon. I went to the Grand Canyon. I went to Alaska, and this brand, right, accompanies me all the way. And thanks to this brand, I have no problem getting my hot drinks. I have no problem getting my coffee, right? And those people, right? Okay, let's say, for example, I'm the influencer and I'm a hiker who is always in the wilderness. And those followers, right, who follow these influencers is going to be the same, more or less, they have the same interests, right? So when they have the same interests, whenever the influencer talk about, this product, those followers will more or less have this product, this brand ingrained in their brain at the start. They're going to know that, oh, this is interesting. Somebody talk about that. This hiker that I follow is actually talking about this product. Not bad. Okay, maybe I want to take a look on Amazon. all right? Or maybe I can just click on the link by the hiker. I can just click on the link because normally the influencer will provide a link, right? With a promo code or whatsoever, maybe a 10% off, right? Or 5% off. I'll click on the link. If I'm the follower, I'll click on the link provided by the influencer and go to the Amazon listing. So when they go to Amazon listing, right, they see that, hey, there's no reviews. No reviews. But the thing is that I see this hiker who uses this product. I see that he uses this product and he said that it's very good. Okay, let me do some research, right? If I'm somebody who is interested, I'll Google this brand. I'll Google this, right? And see, is there anybody else talking about this brand? Because it has 0 reviews on Amazon, right? But the thing is that, people will buy even though there's 0 reviews. Why? Is because Amazon provides a 30-day money-back guarantee, number one, no question asked. Number two is that their favorite influencers are talking about your product. And not just one influencer, you have 2, you have 3, you have 4. Whenever they search your brand on Google, whenever they search your brand on YouTube, they're going to see that you're all over the place. Even though your Amazon listing has 0 reviews, but you're all over the place, right? Okay. And you even have your own hashtag on TikTok and IG. So when people click on that hashtag, right, they're going to see a lot of influencers using your brand and they're going to have a lot of trust and they're going to buy, right? So one influencer, so over here, right, you have, the influencers, all right, who are hikers, okay, who are truckers, and this is them, right? 1%, okay? And when they talk about your product is going to reach out to 500 or even 1,000 followers. All right? Potentially. Okay? So when they shout out, okay, it's going to reach out to what? 500 to 1,000 followers. Right? Okay, and there's a scalability effect. It's like getting Madonna. You guys know Madonna, right? It's like getting Madonna to endorse your brand, and Madonna have millions and millions and millions of fans. And when Madonna did a shout out for your brand, confirm the next day, right? Your thermoflask will go out of stock, right? It's like a scalability effect. Okay, because Madonna sings, right? So when she sings, she's able to reach out so many people. And when she actually feature your product on her IG, right, all her fans, or literally majority of her fans, right, will say that, whoa, Madonna endorsed this. I think I really love it. I will go and buy. All right, because Madonna says that it's really very good. But the thing is that, of course, if you're selling thermoflask, of course, you don't use Madonna because Madonna is going to pay millions of dollars, right? So for us, right, we actually work with those smaller influencers. To actually help them to grow their followers, at the same time, grow our own brand awareness. Okay, so I'd like to show you some example. One of the example, right, on social media, I don't know whether you guys have seen this before, right? So this is one of the example on TikTok. So I always like to talk about the coldest water bottle. So this water bottle, right, they are very, very good at doing influencer marketing, at conducting influencer marketing campaign. They are very, very good. And they build their audience, they build their sales entirely via influencer marketing. All right. So I've been, following their content. And the thing is that they started from 0 all the way to today, 340,000 followers through influencer marketing. All right. So, one of the example, right, is that, you can see that a lot of influencers is talking about their product, how good it is. Then there's a lot of product placement. A lot of people, uses their product and whatsoever, right? And the thing is that they grow their hashtag. So you see, when some influencers talk about, your product itself, okay, there's a hashtag. So over here, right, you can see that, there's a hashtag over here. Oops, let me just, okay. So over here, right? Okay, there's this hashtag. Okay, the coldest water bottle. The coldest water. Okay, so their audience, this Derek and Mimi audience, right, is going to see this hashtag because they want to find out, what is the coldest water. Okay, so when they click on this, they're going to see all the hashtags. They're going to see this hashtag that has 4.7 billion views. This hashtag itself, right, has 4.7 billion view, and it's actually, this is talking about this brand, the coldest water. So 4.7 billion view. All right, of course, it's lifetime view, right? And imagine 4.7 billion people, saw this hashtag, and maybe 1% of them converted, maybe 1% or even 0.01% convert. How many sales do you have? You're going to have a ton of sales. You're going to have a avalanche of, of organic sales from here, right? Okay, and when they click on this, the coldest water, these are the content. You see, the product placement is here, the product placement, and their followers, right, is going to see that, what is this? Oh, this guy is actually talking about put your phone in the water, all right? So blah, 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 and they're going to ask him, hey, where do you get that water bottle? Because I see that, for the past few videos, you've been using this water bottle, right? And I think I need one. Okay. So you can see that, the water bottle is here, the water bottle is here, so on and so forth, right? So you can actually, go and see. And when those potential customers, right, okay, if they want to actually go to the website, the coldest water bottle to buy, when they Google the brand, the coldest water bottle, they're going to see a lot of influencers talking about them. So let me just do this. All right, so the coldest, right? So it's like this. Okay, when you Google, you're going to see a lot of things. The Amazon, they actually run ads on Amazon. Okay, and they run ads to their own website, okay, and it's supported by all this video, right? So all this video, press release, they have press release, they have this, they have that, they have this, they have that. So they run some kind of ads after they have organic mentions over here, all right? You may say that, hey, some of them is actually sponsored or whatever. Yes, because they are established already, right? So, those YouTubers, right? Those established YouTubers will not sponsor a certain product if you don't have establishment, if you don't have that established brand recognition, right? So how to establish this brand recognition is to get traffic to your listing, is to actually work with influencers, all right? And when you work with influencers, right, when people Google your brand, you're going to be everywhere. When you go on Google, when you go on YouTube, there's going to be, literally everybody is talking about you over here. And I can say that, every, or rather majority of the what do you call it, or of the YouTube content over here, right, is organic. All right. So once you have organic, then you can go for paid ads, because in the first place, right, you see over here, right, a lot of Amazon new sellers, they like to go for, PPC. Okay, new sellers, they go for PPC first. All right, try to actually run PPC to show potential customers on Amazon their products like this. Okay, let me just show you. All right, so let me just change address. Okay, so let's say, for example, when I type maybe coffee press. Okay, so over here, right, you can see that, oh, there's so many competitors over here, like 26,000, 18,000, blah, blah, blah. And you as a new seller, right, when you come in with like 0 reviews, when people see that, even though you are here, even though you're page one, maybe over here. Okay. So if you're over here, even though you're over here, all right. So let me just let you see whether. Okay. So let me just. All right. Okay. So sponsor ads is all this, right? This is all sponsored. So a lot of new sellers, they like to run PPC and all that. Of course, they will have long tail keywords to target, very targeted keywords, right, from there. So the thing is that, if you want to be on page one of whatever keywords and you have zero reviews, and if you have zero reviews, right, then how on earth are you going to compete with all of these people over here? Right? How on earth are you going to compete? Like this fella got 13 reviews, all right? But this person have sales. Maybe this person, right, is actually doing influencer marketing also to generate traffic into this listing, right? So as you can see, there's a lot of sponsored ads. But the thing is that, if over here, right, if you want to be on page one over here, you're going to actually compete with a lot of people. Okay, so that's why a lot of new Amazon sellers, when they spend a lot of money trying to be on page one, even though they have 100 reviews, even though they have like 50 reviews, even though they have 30 reviews, they are not able to maintain that sales. Because when it comes to page one, there's a lot more better option, right? So when those customers, when they come to this Amazon, platform itself, right, they want to find a coffee press, they'll be like, oh, so many different selection, I can just select those that is, those with more reviews, or the price is reasonable. But when you use social media, or rather when you use influencer marketing, right, those people is going to see your product again and again. Right, is going to see your product again and again, and you do not need to run PPC. Okay, it's because the thing is that, so we always advise our students, right, to actually, if you want to run PPC, all right, but the thing is that it should be done after you have gotten this kind of, this kind of following, this kind of brand awareness, right, across different social media. Right. So I'm not telling you that, to blatantly just give away like that, to give away every single followers to every single influencers blatantly without getting anything back. Don't do that. Right. So the thing is that, how do you can give away one, because over here, right, when you give away one, all right, when you give away, one product over here, one influencer, right, that one, right, okay, that one influencer having one product will shout out to the 500 followers, and the 500 followers, not everybody will convert, maybe 10% convert, 50 sales in one shout out. You just need one product sent to them, and you have potentially 50 sales coming in, right? Okay, and this is how you actually can get organic sales from there. At the same time, right, you build brand recognition. Okay, the followers will know you one time. Then when they shout out again, the followers will know your brand again. They'll be reminded again. It's like how you see McDonald's ad every now and then. Okay, everybody knows McDonald's, right? But why McDonald's want to run ads again and again? It's because they want to remind people that, hey, our brand is here. It's to bring brand awareness, right? So let's come back to this. Okay. So the thing is that a lot of new sellers, right, when they run PPC, when the brand is unknown, the PPC campaign is going to fail very, very fast. Unless you're going to spend more and more money on running PPC. There's no end to this, right? So why not we don't do this? Okay, new sellers, we encourage them. If they want PPC, if they want to run PPC, yes, they can do that in the future. So it's the second choice, run PPC. Right? So the first choice, right, is always to work with influencers to get that brand awareness. Okay? get that brand awareness. Then you run PPC if you want. But the thing is that once you get your brand awareness, once you work with influencers, with your organic sales, organic traffic coming in, you will not run PPC to be honest. You will not run PPC anymore because you have such scalability effect. You have so many influencers talking about your product and you're able to actually work with them on certain campaign. Like for example, we talk about at One Academy, right? We actually coach our students on how to, run this kind of campaign, okay, Gleam campaign. So when we actually work with influencers, right? We give them a link, say that, hey, you can actually check out our Amazon store and you can actually do all this, all right? And you can actually enter to get a secret code for you to get a 10% off for my next product, right? So over here, even though, right? So let me just, even though you give one-time product to influencer, all right? You may say that, I need to give one product, right? 10 influencer, I need to give 10 product, okay? So the thing is that this influencer, right, is going to shout out to, maybe 500 to 1,000 followers, right? Okay, 500 to 1,000 followers. And these followers, right, they're going to join your Gleam campaign, Gleam contest. All right, join the Gleam contest, like just now what I shown you over here. All right, and over here you can see that subscribe to our newsletter. But of course, don't say subscribe to newsletter, because nowadays nobody is interested in subscribing to newsletter. So you can actually change this to say that, hey, if you want to win this five entries, right, enter your email here, and we'll update you accordingly, right? So when they enter their email, you're gonna capture their email, right? You're gonna capture their email. And this is very important because when you capture your potential customer's email, right, you can actually email them and tell them that, hey, you have a new contest coming up, you have new promotion, you have new stuff, you have new content. You can actually stay in connect with them so that whenever you have new product launch, you have a lot of people, launching your products too, right? And when you capture the email, right, you can actually channel them, say that, hey, if you don't win this contest, don't worry, I'll give you a 10% off. And you can buy my product. All right. So the journey is you start with one product, you give to influencer, right? And the influencer will shout out to their 500 to 1,000 followers. And, they will join a Gleam contest. They can join this contest on their social media profile. And when they join the contest, right? And when you capture all the emails through here, you can, let's say you capture maybe one time shout out, maybe you capture 100, right? 100, 10% convert. You got 10 sales already from one shout out, 10 sales. 10 sales, if 10 sales, right, buy my product, let's say for example, maybe, one product costs you like $25, right? So after discount, $20, for example, okay? $20, got 10, $200 already from one shout out. $200, right? From one shout out. And you just give them one sample, that's all, right? So that means at least you earn about $180 in revenue, okay? So you do this 10 times, right? You got like $1,800 already, provided your email conversion is like 10%, okay? Provided, right? Only 10% of the followers take action, right? So you can see the magic of having one sample makes a difference in all of this, right? So yeah, this is actually my short little training about how you can get organic sales. So that's about it. All right, so thanks for watching my Facebook Live. All right, so I think I will answer some question. First question is that how to join coaching program? All right, okay. So the thing is that for Wa Academy, right, we actually work with students who we actually pick and choose through our through our strategy call. So I think our team will reply you using a link that you can actually fill up. You book a strategy call with us to see whether are you a good fit into our coaching program, right? So we have somebody in the team to see whether, is this something that you want to do, and you can see for yourself whether, is the whole thing, you know, is the whole coaching, is the whole business something that you want to really, really go into, all right? So we have one-on-one strategy call, all right? One-on-one strategy call to see whether, to let you see whether are you really, really keen or not, all right, in this business, because not everybody, right, is really suitable to be in e-commerce, all right, because this involves building a profitable business. This involves putting in the work to make it happen, all right. So we need to understand every single one of our students itself, right, so that we can see, how to actually plan, to reach their goal, right. So Kevin, okay, Kevin mentioned regarding finding, oh, that's pretty long, right? Okay, so regarding finding influencers, right? Do we manually search and reach out to each of the targeted influencers, say on Instagram or YouTube? Yes, you can manually search, or we actually use a certain program in our coaching program itself, to actually, sieve out those people who are interested in your products, right? But the thing is that I prefer to use the manual method. So what I do, right, is that I coach our VAs, our virtual assistant, all right. Then our team of virtual assistant, right, will go out and look for influencers, because when you talk to influencers, right, you got to build that rapport, you got to build that mutual trust, right? Got to build that mutual trust in order, for you to actually get some shout out for free, and also in order for you to get some campaigns through with them. All right. So, please don't use any automation software to communicate with people, because these influencers are people. They are real people, right? They are real people. Okay. They are not robots, right? So when you communicate with real people, then you're going to get you're going to get real results, and things will be very, it'll be easier for you to scale right from there. I think this is a bit big. Hold on, give me a moment. I think this is smaller. This is smaller. All right. Okay. So is it free to use influencer? When they ask, hey, wait. I think I missed out one more question. How many influencers are recommended for product launch? Okay, so you see, you must do some kind of calculation from there. For me, I don't launch. We don't coach our students on how to launch 1,000 units, how to launch 300 units at one go. So we coach our students, right, on how to test with small units first. That means you buy like 3 to 5 units, right? You buy 3 to 5 units, you launch on Amazon, all right, to see whether that 3 to 5 units can sell within 1 week. If your 3 to 5 units cannot sell within 1 week, right, then don't talk about your 100, 1,000 products already. Then confirm cannot sell, because it's going to be very competitive, difficult to advertise on Amazon whatsoever. All right. So how many influencers do you need for a product launch? So as many as possible. Nobody will say that they have too many influencers, right? Nobody will say that, oh, we have too many influencers, I don't need so many. All right. Nobody say that. So, for me, right, I'm working with at least about 60 to 70 solid influencers. So whenever I launch product, right, I do not need to use PPC anymore. I can just go back to this, to this influencer and tell them that, hey, we have a new product launch, and they can just launch for us. All right. So, what you need to do is you have to find your first influencer. Okay. The first influencer that can, work together with you. All right. Reach out to them, build rapport, send them a sample of your product itself, talk to them, see that, whether your product can communicate or rather add value to their content. All right. You don't straight up go to an influencer, right, and say that, hey, influencer, are you able to actually, advertise this product for me? I saw that you're a hiker, right? So I think you need my product. Don't do that. Don't straight up do that. All right. So what I do is that, if there's an influencer who is hiking and all that, who is a hiker, I'll say that, hey, Miss Influencer, I really love your hiking videos, especially the one that you talk about, going to the Grand Canyon to hike. So can I know, like, how do you actually store warm water? Because I saw that in your previous video, right, you are using a brand called XYZ to store warm water. Are you using that? So is everything okay? So wait for them to reply. All right. And when they reply you, that means they are more or less interested in actually building a connection with you. So when I reach out to them, right, they know that I'm from this company, from this Thomas company, right? Then I'll talk to them, say that, hey, we would like to actually send them a sample to see whether, can our thermos, right, match up to the XYZ brand. Okay, are you okay? If you're okay, then we will send you one sample, right? And if you like the sample, can you help me tell the whole world? Can you help me tell your followers that you really like our products? And and the thing is that if your influencers, no, if your followers love our products and all that, we are able to send them a 10% coupon code, right? For this, for this Father's Day, for this Prime Day, for this, upcoming holidays, whatsoever. All right. So always talk to influencers in regards to this. And how many influencers? As many as possible, right? As many as possible. Okay. Don't need, don't put a limit to that. Okay. So Chinwe mentioned that is it free to use influencers? So I will always look for influencers who only want samples. Okay. Always look for this kind of influencers. Only want samples only. They don't want money. Okay, why do I say that? It's because influencers, there's two types. One is those professional influencers who want money, everything is money. They don't care about followers, they don't care about whatever. They just want money. The other kind of influencers is content creator. They want to create content. They want to add value to their followers. Value is their number one priority to their followers. Some of them, they have like 20,000 followers and they don't want money. They say that, no, you don't give me money. If I think that your product is good, then I'll give a shout out in regards to your product. But let me try your product first, right? If your product is good, okay, I'll talk about your product along with my content, okay, on my YouTube channel. I'll talk about your product along with my content on my YouTube channel. All right. So that means they'll be creating content, but your product, right, is the calafare, is the calafare, all right, in the content itself. Okay. So that's why I talk about, the coldest water bottle. When you go to their TikTok, right, a lot of their video, right, the coldest water bottle is the calafare, is the extra character. They don't actively say that, oh, thank you so much for coldest water bottle, blah blah blah. They don't do that, right? A lot of them will just put the product there, and they'll go and do their things. All right, this is what we call product placement. Okay, you want to find influencers that are like that. Okay. So, won't they ask for some upfront remuneration for the shout out? They will not. If they ask for upfront remuneration, you can just skip. All right, go and find the next influencers. There's millions of them. There's millions of content creator. Don't worry about it. Jeffrey also asked how to join a coaching program. I think just now I mentioned to Carway. You have to actually book a call with us to see whether are you a good fit for our coaching program. At the same time, are you a good fit for our for this business itself, right? So in the strategy call, you are able to see whether is this something that you really want to do? Is the coaching program something that you're looking for? All right, before you jump like that. Okay, so we don't like give you like one payment link, you go and pay. No, we need to talk to you, all right, to see whether are you a good fit, and you can see for yourself, is this something that you really want to do, right? So yeah, and the strategy call is one-on-one. I think our team, right, will actually give you the link. I think our team member will reply your message and say that you can actually book a call, right? There's an application form to go through. All right, so I think I'll end in 2 minutes. Any more question? Because I got to run. Because later 8 p.m. right, we have our group coaching call. I need to be there. So every Wednesday, right? Every Wednesday 8 to 10 p.m. I conduct group coaching for our students. All right. So in this Amazon journey, right, in this e-commerce journey, we need a lot of assistance. Our students need a lot of assistance, right? So every week, every Wednesday, on top of the Facebook group that they have, every Wednesday we conduct group coaching so that our students will join in and they'll ask questions. We'll discuss strategies. We'll discuss about our plans, right, to help to bring them to the next level. All right. So every week they'll see my face. Okay, every single week. Okay. So 1 more minute. I got to run already. Any more questions? I'll answer one last question. from here. Tonight we have total, I think we have 18 people. So 14 from our Facebook page, one from YouTube, two from my own personal profile, and one from our public group, right? So yeah, welcome. Who are your favorite Amazon FBA YouTubers? No, there's no such thing as FBA YouTubers, right? Are you talking about FBA trainers or what? Are you talking about influencers or are you talking about influencers or trainers? I don't understand. There's this question that come up. What are your favorite Amazon FBA YouTubers? Is it trainers? Is it coach? Or is it influencers who talk about product? YouTubers. Oh, YouTubers, influencers lah. Influencers who talk about product, right? I think Linus Tech Tips or like those who teach about Amazon FBA. There's quite a lot. I think more or less, a lot of them is quite legit. You know, I can't think of right off the bat. I can't think of a lot, but you can actually go on YouTube. Those people who are good at at their craft, right, at talking about Amazon FBA and whatsoever, you know, like those teach about FBA. Those people who know what they're doing, right? Okay, first thing first, you must understand that they will create content on YouTube, right? Those good Amazon FBA trainers, all right, they'll create content on YouTube. And also the thing is that those top notch one, right? They will always ask you to book strategy call. To be honest, okay, because for me, right, I have been right now I'm in many high level coaching, which I paid like 5-6 figures every year. All right, 5-6 figures every year. I believe in coaching. So those people, right, those coaches who are very careful about those people that they coach, normally they'll ask potential people who are interested in their program to go on strategy call to see whether they are a good fit for each other. So you got to observe this. Those people that you want to join, right? Okay, do they do strategy call one-on-one to understand you deeply? What is your goals? What's your intention? How much money do you want to make, in X number of months? So this kind of things need to be planned, right? And what's your obstacle? And what if you fail, right? If the next 12 months you fail, you fail all the products. What's your expectation? What can you expect from this coach? So everything need to be answered on the phone, right? So look for those coaches, right, who do strategy calls one-on-one to talk to you, right? To talk to you. That would be a very good coach. All right. So go and observe, see how they actually invite you to their program. And those coaches, right, to be honest, if they bring you on to a strategy call, you got to be, you got to be ready to be rejected, right? Because those good ones, right, will really be careful about those people that they coach. All right. They want to really coach those people who are really, to be here to make money. Okay, so I think that's about it. All right, that's it. I got to go for my weekly group coaching with our students already. All right, so thanks for coming, and I'll see you next Wednesday, 7 p.m. All right, see you guys.